damn it. How you doing? Alright, just relax for a second.
I guess that was sand.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you like roll? I couldn't even see because of all the sand. Like, are you okay?
Yeah, bike fell on top of me.
Yeah, okay. I thought I saw that. Holy shit. You broke a few things. But I wouldn't worry about it right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Looks like you might not have a front brake.
Why? Oh.
Yeah. Okay, let's get this up. Well, take your time if you want to just chill for a second.
I actually feel fine.
Okay.
I'd like to pause here and mention that after a hard crash, it's a good practice to pull off your gear and check everything out. Adrenaline has a tendency to hide injuries. Luckily, my friend wasn't injured too badly after this crash.
Alright,
You kind of need that though, huh?
yeah, well, we can take it easy on the way home, take some back roads and shit, and just, you know, use rear brake, I guess. Just not ideal by any means, but should still be rideable, I think. Man, that's not what I wanted to see happen. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I mean, it's, I don't know, like, because it's, you can only tell so much with this sand and shit, and these guys are just kind of sending it because they have knobby tires and they know what's going on, and like, you know, it's...
Yeah.
Know what's going on is a poor choice of words on my part. My friend is a pretty good rider and was simply following the rest of the group through their lines.
I thought I was tracking pretty good. I was just following them and...
Yeah. Alright, let's get this thing up, I guess.
Yeah.
Good. Your bag's bent in.
Just like the bottom's in?
Yeah, you can see it in a second. Do you want to get it on the side stand, or do you want to move this?
No way.
Okay, yeah, let's move it then.
Just
Just pull it forward.
I think we can pull it forward and then just turn it around.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, let's figure this out, I guess.
And I just disconnect it. Can we just...
Yeah.
Let's just put it here until we get it on.
Yeah, yeah.
Southern California.
Southern.
Okay. And the best contact number for you, is it the one you're calling on ending in? And where are you currently located right now?
Carrizo Plain. 58 and Elkhorn is the intersection we're trying to... Or Taft. You have Taft or Santa Margarita? Santa Margarita, I think.
As you can see here, the sand was somewhat deep. The key element to this crash is that two of our friends were riding through this sand ahead of us, and almost no dust kicked up, making it difficult to assess the terrain. After checking out the bike further, we decided that our best course of action was to ride it to the closest paved road and determine if it was safe to ride or if we should pay for a tow. With AAA, my friend was given the option to tow 200 miles without charge, but we were at least 300 miles away from his house. Our plan was to ride it slowly on the pavement and take back roads as far as we needed to get within that 200-mile towing range. With our Bluetooth communicators on our helmets connected, I took the lead and rode with extreme caution. We kept significant spacing between us given his reduced stopping distance. The idea was for me to ride far enough ahead to alert him of any potential dangers around a blind corner. Given the fact that we were in such a low-traffic area, this ended up working out pretty well. Looking back at the footage taken immediately after the crash, I realize now that we probably should have assessed his body for any trauma, given the fact that the bike actually landed on top of him. His Jesse luggage and handlebars seemed to create just enough space to keep the bike from impacting him with significant force. Luckily, he was wearing all of his gear, which is good quality, such as an Aerostitch Roadcrafter and a Schuberth E1. His gloves were ripped and he did a little damage to his helmet, but ultimately this crash only ended up bruising his hips and sides. Eventually, we slowly rode our way back to his place with no drama. While a bit of a gamble, I'm happy to say we were able to do so safely, as it saved him a lot of time and hassle. I spoke with him over the phone to recall the crash, and he stated that once he hit the sand, his handlebar went full lock left and right a few times, and the front tire dug in. He also doesn't think he grabbed any front brake, and considering the fact that his bike had ABS and it probably wasn't turned off for this, I'd imagine giving it front brake would not have caused further issue in this crash. It's important to consider that our two friends riding ahead of him did have steering stabilizers, and his bike did not. We both think that this would have reduced the risk of this crash. As a result of this accident, his current bike has a steering stabilizer, and I'm heavily considering one for myself as well. Please keep in mind that this is his first time ever through sand, and it was simply an unexpected variable. His tires were about a 70-30 compromise, so they certainly weren't helping in the sand. He has since replaced his helmet, gloves, and motorcycle. The bike was totaled, and he ended up buying a 2013 R1200GS for a great deal. So what can we learn from looking back at this crash? Having a service like AAA is useful, but only when riding within their towing distances. A cheap steering stabilizer may have at the very least reduced his chances of crashing and actually may have saved him here. Remember to always check yourself after a crash. You've already crashed the bike and the damage is already done, so checking yourself first is most important. Ride with friends when possible if you're planning to ride in remote areas. Having another brain in the game and another vehicle to transport people is ideal, especially if there is a medical emergency. Know your location in surrounding towns. This is important for emergency medical services to find you if you need to ride in an ambulance or helicopter to an emergency room. It's also helpful for towing services like in this scenario. Quality gear matters. Wear all of your gear all the time. And lastly, crashes happen. It's why we pay for comprehensive insurance. If you ride long enough, chances are you're going to crash more than once. Learn what you can from it, heal up, and keep riding. Sometimes it's an unexpected opportunity to upgrade your gear and motorcycle. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. If you learned something new, click the thumbs up button and consider subscribing for more free content like this. Thanks for watching and ride safe out there.